and I want to give you a fighting chance at sparkling on camera, shining on camera. And so even in the way this shot is right now, I'm applying some things that people might not catch. For example, you guys know about the rule of thirds because you employ it in a very interesting way. I'm not actually right in the middle of the frame like this. I'm off to the side and I'm employing the rule of thirds. My left shoulder is forward so that you're reading from right to left into my face, as opposed to straight on like a mug shot or the other way around. And the sort of the proof of this is any talk show you want to talk about. Tonight Show, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, anything. Where does the host sit? Behind a desk, to the right, facing to the left as people look at the frame. Except, excuse me, except for James Corden, who is trying to be Graham Norton.
Yeah, that's very true.
If you look at classic portraiture, the people are sitting like this because you read strength into a face. If you read out of a face from the left-hand side, it's weaker. So those, and I tell people what to do with their hands, what to do with their eyes, how to not make an overly creepy connection staring at the camera. All of these, when I would share all these things, business people would be like, this is what actors do. This is awesome. And then I would point out, well, look at the examples on television that you see all the time. My number one question, the number one question that I'm asked when I take questions is, what camera do you use?
Yeah, that's the big one.
Oh my God. It's so as if the camera that I use has anything to do with looking great. And the truth of the matter is, if you can take a little lens cleaner and wipe the lens off on your smartphone is a better camera than you ever would have thought possible. And I'm talking about the selfie side, not the other side, not the 4K side, which is just overkill for almost everything that we do. There's a concept that is often taught in acting class where poorly and incorrectly, where the way to create a connection with the other actor is to lock eyes and never break the gaze. Used in very small amounts, that's appropriate. But for the most part, in normal conversation, and normal conversation is what works best on camera, we look off to the side when we're thinking about things, we're trying to remember things, we maybe look up and to the left. When we're self-reflecting, our eyes drop and our chins drop. All those things are things that get thrown out the window when people go to work on camera. They think, oh, I have to be a better version of myself. I have to be a more polished, awesome version of myself. And that can really be debilitating. So what I tell people is use the natural, awesome you that you're able to hold attention in a party conversation with on camera. And they're like, oh, I couldn't possibly do that. Really?